Dragons.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons. Come on, everybody!
The Dungeons and Dragons ride! Wow, neat!
Give me a break.
What's happening? Oh, no!
No sweat.
Presto! Back off! Young pupils, this way!
The Dungeon Master, help!
There is no escape from the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, look! Take cover!
I knew we shouldn't listen to that fairy.
We owe it to Dungeon Master to go in there and help him.
Wrong. I don't owe that little runt a thing.
I hope we don't regret this.
I regret it already.
This place gives me the creeps.
And for you, the game is over.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
The old Cavalier knows what he's doing. Listen, fellas. Help! Help!
Shut up and run! Get down!
No!
Hand over your weapon. Now. Today, in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Fasten your seatbelts and join the pole position team in solving the 31-cent mystery.
Kuma! I'm coming for you!
Today, in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Come on, everybody!
The Dungeons and Dragons ride! Wow, neat!
Give me a break.
What's happening?
Oh, no!
No sweat.
Presto! Back off! Young pupils, this way!
The Dungeon Master, help!
There is no escape from the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey everybody, it's a late night stream and well, we got a big winner here. We've got Kick Challenger Airfoot Yousai no Kuni no Ashi Senshi. I don't know if there's a redundance there because if I just got all redundant because, well, I don't speak Japanese for one thing. For another, there's a little matter of there's not a lick of despite that English title, there's not a lick of English on the disc label, and oh boy, we got this is a fucking weird game. I'm just gonna preface that before we get anywhere on that. This you are a before we load this up, since, you know, got some housekeeping and what have you to deal with, I'm going to set it up for this. You play as a tomato with big feet, and amongst your power-ups are shoes that's just suspiciously, like very, very suspiciously, have Nike swooshes on them. Yes. So it's, oh boy. Yeah, and it gets there are plenty of weirder things. It's like, yeah, on all the social medias, Discord and, you know, Mastodon and Blue Sky and, you know, whatever, you know, that I generally post on. I did mention that it's from the delightful publishers of Super Monkey Daiboken, recognized pretty universally as one of the worst video games for the Famicom or NES by a fucking country mile, because yeah, that publisher is VAP or VAP. I've never gotten a definitive answer on that. So yeah, so oh boy, yeah, this might be some pain, or this might be some not pain. So first, for the housekeeping, I did manage to check my mail, and you know, for the first time in forever, and that led me to being able to get something that's been sitting in there for a while. This little bad boy. It's a fucking mister. Yeah, so this does not mean that I'm going to be massively selling off all of my retro hardware. Yeah, I mean, I could. I mean, realistically speaking, I mean, I literally just I mean, I could scorch the earth with this, but I won't. I mean, because no. I mean, there are certain systems like this little bad boy right here that you see on this, you see the video from on screen, that I have too much love for to completely dispense with the library, despite all the cutbacks I've made. But I know 3 systems that are on the chopping block. The 32X, the old mushroom, that's gonna get sold. The Atari 5200, which it does. The S-Video mod for it was a no solder mod, and the modder not very good, not even part of the retro community in any real way, and the cables that they sent with the fucking mod are never been any good. So yeah, I have to sell those as parts, and that will mean the games too. But that will be, that will be one thing. But more importantly, pretty much going to get rid of the fucking Sega Saturn and the games that I have, which, well, let me run over the game. I have 13 games. I have, Alien Trilogy. I have the Japanese version of, Resident Evil. I have Christmas Nights. I have Daytona USA. I have Die Hard Trilogy. I have the Parodius Deluxe Pack. I have Mega Man 8. I have Regular Nights. I have the first two Panda Dragoons. I have the Saturn Resident Evil. I think still it shows on my game tracking software. I have that Sega Ages release. That's the 3 classic arcade games from Working Design's very not kosher secondary arcade style label, which name I will not repeat because I know that I'm probably that there is a non-zero chance that this is probably going to be seen by somebody from the UK where it's especially a foul and offensive term. But yeah, and Sega Rally Championship. So yeah, the Saturn, those will probably go. I do have to plug this thing in and set and get things set up and ROM set up. And worse yet, I have to go digging into that fucking TV console. But at some point, yeah, for sure, TurboGrafx games are going to be back in fashion, and might be some other stuff, and might actually make fucking doing arcade games a little usable. But there's that. And of course, the last bit of housekeeping before we start playing is the old Super Bowl. Yeah, I know it's technically Tuesday now, so I'm like probably the last person to share their thoughts on the game on Sunday. But I have to. I watch football quite a goddamn bit, and yeah, it was not the greatest. It was definitely one of those games where it was not the greatest thing ever for about 3 quarters. Just, total defensive game, nobody getting a whole lot out of it, or any, no big, nothing really exciting. But then, they started scoring. Both teams started scoring points, and they forced overtime, and of course the Chiefs win at the end of the first overtime period under the new rules, which, I'll say, I'm not a fan of the NFL tinkering with the overtime rules, but yeah, that definitely worked out. Yeah, it turned out to be anticlimactic, that 4th and 1 the Chiefs got to on their last drive, but this is definitely a tight spot there. I think that we're going to see some big changes in overtime strategy. And the 49ers, the damn fools, the players weren't up on the overtime rules. It came out after the game in the press conferences. So, good job, Shanahan. You didn't even, deal with, you didn't even prep your players properly on the new overtime system, because that's the first under the new revised rules where both teams are guaranteed a possession no matter what. The rules that people attribute it to the Chiefs complaining about their loss to New England in the conference championship, one of their few times that Mahomes actually lost a fucking, not won a Super Bowl in his 6 years. But, oh boy. He, let's be perfectly honest. You should, with especially since the Chiefs had their strategy. Even if they had lost the toss, even if they'd won the coin toss for overtime, they were going to defer. And had the 49ers scored a touchdown, they were going to go for 2. So they had their fucking plan all there. They had that, and that was like training camp. They had their playoff. That's how you know that Kansas City's for real, because the coaching staff they knew they had that mapped out and set in stone in the training camp. That's just smart fucking coaching, and it's like in San Francisco, as the game dragged on, they showed signs that they weren't ready, because the defensive play calling was fine through about three some quarters, but especially on the last possession, they started doing weak ass fucking zones and practically prevent style defense that was giving Kansas City all these underneath all these cheap dink and dunk yards that allowed them to move the fucking ball. And it was like, with at one point, Shanahan even fucking calling timeout to be like, you got to adjust your play call. It's like, that was the sign. That was one of the signs that Kansas City had it in the bag. It is just like, coaching definitely fucking won out. And it's so funny is that Shanahan was, Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers coach, he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons when they blew their big lead against the Patriots, and 7 years back now, and he just didn't even. It's like it shows you that he really didn't learn the right lessons on game planning. It's like they certainly slowly abandoned the run quite a bit, and the 49ers, I think, foolishly took shots, whereas Kansas City didn't take shots. They just drove it down. And they worked. They drove that. They ate up clock time, especially in the overtime. Jesus, they burned half the damned overtime period themselves, scoring. No, San Francisco did that, which was good. But the thing of it is that, it fizzled out. But Kansas City was burning some good clock. And, of course, they were just completely, they were so prepared for it. And it's like, everyone's like, I'm sick of Kansas City winning. And it's like, well, it's tough now because, they proved that they're the big boys and they won. They proved that they're freaking that the sky is the limit right now. We can't. There are multiple players on that team that have a lot in the tank that you can say are probably that they could decide to retire freaking today, later on today, or whenever they have the fucking parade in Kansas City. They could retire at it en masse, and they would be first ballot Hall of Famers. Andy Reid, of course, he was, the second that he got his first Super Bowl win, the Chiefs got their first Super Bowl win, Reid was cemented there. Travis Kelce, he pretty much, that was another one, pretty sure, but, he further cemented it with his, with all of his, the fact that he's completely blown past Jerry Rice and all the playoff receiving stats. And, if he plays long enough, he could probably do the regular season playoff. At this rate, he could probably surpass Rice in some of the playoff records that he has. And Mahomes, well, 3 out of his first 6 years, he's won the Super Bowl, and he's been 4 out of the 6, and the worst that he's been is lost a conference championship game. That's a fucking record, right? That's just a total. Besides all of the fact that he's video game football, basically, he's just been. It's just ridiculous here, how much it is. So yeah, so it's like they're. I mean, unless even if they fall off, even if they completely go fallow, Kansas City is just they're gonna be. I don't know, they're pretty much in dynasty mode. It's just how much they can do. Do they have a big old half-decade period where they don't win where they don't win anything, or do they keep on winning? I mean, is really what it is. But all that housekeeping out of the way. Let's play this weird ass game. And I think it's entirely in English. I would hate to fucking... I would hate to have to ditch this because it's not in English. Although, here we are. But yeah, right on the fucking title screen. A tomato with big fucking feet. I hope you... Just right out there for all the foot fetishists. I mean, I hope we'll sit here for a moment. Hope that this becomes my thumbnail, and this becomes my viral moment that makes me a YouTube star. Yeah, right. Yeah, and you see the shoes. Oh, the shoes all over the place, and that big old Nike swoosh. I mean, obviously. VAP was lucky because this didn't get released in the West, obviously. And being the 80s, Nike wasn't paying attention. Because if anyone pulls... I mean, if this had been 5 years later, even if it was Japan only, VAP would have gotten fucking murdered by Nike. I mean, Nike from the 90s on would be just like, nuh-uh, you ain't using our swoosh. Apparently, there's just this short theme. Oh. Set side B. Oh, and here's the thing. Here's where the controls get weird too. You have to hold. So you attack with B. With A, you have to basically hold down A to move. And yes, you will notice that what? Okay. now I've got shoes on. And, hold on, now the shoes turned gray? What does this mean? I have, like, multiple fact pages, game fact pages here, fucking laid out. So... Oh. So now I can leap over gaps, apparently. Which is why it's now gray. Yeah. Oh. And these, I guess you can walk, these, socks, or the yellow things are socks, and they're basically your Jesus socks. Which is to say you can totally, walk, Yeah, and also every one of the stages has a, Oh, so I got the fucking shoes, and now... Since I got those shoes, I fucking lost my ability to walk on fucking water. So, yeah, you can't... What? Oh my god. Well, we got some fucking jankiness here, and if there's no continues, if there are no continues in this fucking game, we might be having some problems here. Yeah, I am looking at the map here to fucking further. Yeah, this, Okay, so that poop, and this is how we know for sure that it wasn't officially licensed by Nike. That poop repels enemies. Yes, you step in poop. Let me repeat. You step in poop. And you, oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell, game? Well, and look that I'm a fucking... I've become a shriveled little fucking bit of business here. I think I got warped back, maybe? I'm not sure. Yes, I'm like totally trying to figure out the lay of the land here. Oh, we might actually be near the end of the stage. It's her. So, and I died. Yeah, the map layout does not match. Because those blue potions apparently heal you. And This appears to be boss fight, and it's a fucking big-ass spooter. And of course we got spooter babies because... And, okay. It would appear that we have a dead spooter. Okay, so yeah, I beat a level. Oh my goodness. That was definitely a fucking thing. So yeah, so we've got this is definitely something else, and it's again only 5 stages, so shit. Yeah, the fucking... Nope. I got poopy feet. And the bombs obviously, you know, explode everything on screen. Fuck, man. Oh no. Fucking... So, the fucking spikes fucking... Those red spikes hurt you. Oh my god. Hey, Carrie. Don't murder cute things? Well, I think I'm the one that's in danger of being murdered by bugs and other truly, oh my god. And there's no... You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's no continuous...
Hold! Stop fighting! What in the universe is going on here?
Bad.
Springs! Junk! We've been had.
Hey, Nocturne. So, great. So there's no fucking... So, I can't... There is a stage select. Which we will be abusing. Because there's no goddamn continues. I'll try to have a good stream. So... Yeah, luckily there is, but yeah. We're not going to that B side of this stage, though. That's for sure, with all those spikes. I demand it. Are you getting all Serpentor on me, Carrie? Oh, god damn. The court has spoken. Yeah, that sounds suspiciously like a Serpentor voice here. What? Okay, I'm having some real issues here with the Did I just like do I keep like destroying the socks, or there's no sound effect to tell me? Hey, Caculacola. Yeah. What big feet I have. Yeah. You should see the title screen. It's like total... Wow, I'm probably gonna freaking die. Soon enough. Let me get a shout out. And what's the,
Pick any random point in this game.
Oh boy.
And you can confidently say, it's possible to die here. I mean, okay, platforming over bottom...
Oh god! Well...
Can somebody clip that?
No problem, sir, for the sleep. Shout out. That was, oh boy. That was, that definitely lived up to it. Oh my god. So... Yeah, the hit detection, I'm not tremendously, was my first taste of no die after, yeah, that sums up frickin', Super fucking Empire Strikes Back. It is, kind of famous for being probably one of the most diabolically difficult. Yeah, I am thoroughly weirded out by the, like the, you know, area detection, I guess is what you would call it. Do you not really, no. I mean, I don't hate on it, but it's just not a point of emphasis for me. Oh, I think I've chosen a poor... Yeah. For some reason, this made me think of the overhead stick for Contra 3. Oh boy. Okay, so... Definitely tried, but it, oh, of course. I mean, that's the thing with those bootleg D-makes. They are, they're something else, alright. So, let's see here. Shit! Oh my god, this game is... Yeah, the way this game behaves around pits is... I don't want to say it, but it's something else. Oh. And I don't... Yeah, I don't... I mean, the fact that there's no continues but a stage... VAP, the delightful individuals responsible for Super Monkey Daiboken. You know, that classic, that classic of the Famicom that everybody knows. No, I did fucking get hurt walking over it, despite... What? I'm starting to lose my mind with this. What? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand the hit detection on this game. What is going on with this hit detection? This hit detection is a fucking joke. I don't understand how... I really do not. I mean... This is a core... I'm gonna say this here. This is not bad like Super Monkey Daiboken. I mean, well, you know, nothing can be. But it is definitely starting to drain on my fucking senses here, because the hit detection on gaps is, it just does not behave by Earth logic. I mean... What? I'm just, yeah, I'm like being super careful because I don't want to, because the B side of the map is fucking a pain, is just a total train wreck, and so, that we've proven so far, and this is just like, what in the ever-loving hell? Here's an idea. Go away, you robot. If everybody, I hope you did not click on that, because there's no way, or even acknowledge that message I just deleted, because that clearly, I don't think I need to emphasize how much bullshit that was. Oh, goodness. So, we're finally back to this point. So, hopefully I can... Because, I mean, I get why I slide down those the ledges, since, they're all dithered and everything. But, some of the rest of the spatial detection is just, like, beyond me. Ah. What? I'm... So, let's see here. What the fuck? I am running out of patience for this janky ass shit. Oh, God. Yeah. I hate fucking, I know. This is the problem with the FDS, is that you know, it's kind of a lot of marginal games. You know, whereas, like, I kind of, you know, I'm a bit more selective what I put on the wheel of fucking morality. But, you know... But this, yeah. Because I just... Because it's like, some of these times, I'm like, absolutely, like, floating over the gap. So, it's like, yeah. So, it's like, why is it that in other circumstances that I fall into the gap? When it's like, some of those places where I stepped onto it, I wasn't visibly touching any of the, like right there. I swear to God, I was not moored to, you know, anything. And yet, it let me... I'm just, yeah, I'm really having a problem figuring out the logic. So what's that? It's a spray? Oh, look at that. So... But I lost the spray because I got hit, or you know, I got spiked. And I fucking... Oh, God. So, where am I in relation to... the shit? Oh, my goodness. What? Oh, God. What? Okay, so... And it doesn't hurt that it has that... Doesn't hurt that this game also has that, you know, that delightful, you know, musical tick where the music gets more frantic the less life you have. What? Oh my god. Okay, so fuck me. So I'm just, oh my god. This is just, yeah. There's a fucking, it's like, I know there's a not terrible game in here, but it is layered in some just dumb fucking decisions. And I'm starting to, fun to think that caught this. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing of it is that by the time the disc system came out I mean, not very long after the disc system came out in Japan, the mapper chips that surpassed it. I mean, because, like, Ghosts and Goblins is, like, I think one of the first cartridge games to have the same ROM size as the FDS. And, you know, which speaks a lot in and of itself because, I mean, you know, as we all know, Ghosts and Goblins is a fucking pretty terrible port, thanks to Micronix, and I mean, to say nothing of the fact is that Nintendo learned fairly quickly that piracy on the FDS was pretty laughably easy. So it was kind of, yeah. Yeah, exactly. people figured out how to buy. Well, I mean, the bypass, the copyright protection is just. Do I have a disc? I don't have a disc handy. Yeah, I don't have a disc right here. But I mean, the copyright protection is basically, yeah, it's Nintendo print, hard printed onto the disc, but you only need. I mean, you can just have like a fucking empty fucking divots in it. I mean, I've had in my possession pirate FDS discs, and besides some of them having weird corruptions of the spelling of Nintendo, with focusing on the letters that are actually with the deeper indent, some just fucking forego that whole thing and basically have a setup where the stamper can just punch down and hold the disc in and without dealing with it. And yeah, in the FDS itself, the initial copies making jury rigging them up to make copies was very easy. It's because there is a second revision of the system to try and combat that, which I think eventually got cracked in and of itself. So it's kind of like, and I mean, now of course, copying disc images is nothing. I mean, multiple of the games that my copy, I am certain that my physical copy of All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers is entirely is a total pirate disc. I mean, there is no question in my mind that it's a ripped off, that it's a copy. I mean, it didn't even have a fucking disc label on it. And I think there was another fucking... Yeah. Well, I mean, the Turbo graphics, see, the Turbo in the fucking Sega CD, they have basically none. Yeah, and that's, yeah, because, I mean, you can totally do straight up burned copies. It doesn't even necessarily tax the fucking... What? Oops. Oh my goodness. Fuck! God damn it. God! Oh, fucking. I'm about had it with this shit. Is this fucking the boss fight? Apparently it is. And it's a fucking bug. Oh, fuck you. And unlike the spooter, it's fucking all over the place. And it's got a bigger life bar, too. Fuck. Oh, I'm done with this. Oh, God, I'm so done with this fucking game. Oh, my God. What a fucking shit show this thing is. I know. What did it... Yeah. They look like gears. And the thing of it is that he moves way too fast for fucking me. And he has... I think he has iframes on top of it. So it's like, what the fuck? I mean, the spider was fucking fine enough because he was kind of slow. Yeah, he spat out a shit ton of enemies, but what? I mean, it's, again, it's not Super Monkey Day Boken bad, but... Yeah, it's just... yeah, I just don't have the... I don't have the time to fucking, you know, the desire to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, so we're gonna... Give me a moment here. I'm gonna add it to the fucking... I'm gonna add it to the fucking... to the list of abandoned fucking games, because I just... it's just way too... I mean, again... I mean, it could be a decent game, but, I mean, it's just like, there's no continues, and the physics are just what I don't even. So, I mean, because, I mean, I know. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody... I'm sure there's somebody that could have some fun with it, but I just, yeah, I'm just not one. So let's go to the main menu. Let's get the fucking wheel out, and let's remove that from the wheel, and let's bring that up on the wheel on the screen. Our old friend, the Wheel of Morality. We're definitely burning through fucking choices here, aren't we? So anyway, Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell me the lesson that I've got to learn. Oh boy. No. No. I'm gonna take it. Dead Zone's is an adventure game. No, I'm not in an adventure game mode. I'm making the executive decision. Always bring enough hand moisturizer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be very selective. Ooh, yeah. This might be a little bit better. Yeah, because, this is a 1. Yeah, final Commando, Akai, Yousai. This one's definitely, an interesting bit of business here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... oh, hold on. I got to close that. You don't need to see me trying to pull up stuff. Because this will, especially since, you know, it'll ruin the secret. It'll ruin the surprise, I guess. Ain't that a bitch? So maybe there. Well, we're going to be kind of flying blind here in terms of visual data, but yeah, with the next one. But yeah, so let me... Okay, so update this. Oh, good one again. It's called. That's a different type of Dead Zone. Yeah, because Dead Zone's just it's like a sci-fi adventure game. It's been translated amazingly and fairly recently, but it's oh, oop! Did I Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so update this. Put that Discord command in there. Minute No, I'm not. I am not gonna lie. My Fist of the North Star knowledge is kind of limited to, the movie, and then mostly the English dub. So, but anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a slight break here. I'm gonna decompress for a moment. I will promise you are familiar with this with old Final Commando here. You are familiar. You know the game. I know there's most of the movie and the trans. Oh, so you got a little bit more. You got slightly more knowledge than me of Fist of the North Star. I have not read the. I have not read the original, even translated. Yeah, because I'm aware that Viz finally picked it up and they finally they finally released the whole damn thing, because for the longest time, Fist of the North Star they just any attempts to release the whole thing. Well, what can you say? Never make a goddamn live action movie out of a cartoon. I mean, that's the rule of thumb. And Fist of the North Star is, kinda, Let's not lie, everybody. Fist of the North Star is, even now in the CG era, Fist of the North Star is something you could really only plausibly do in animation. I mean, come on. Some of the shit, and let's be perfectly honest. Japan lost their mind in the fucking late 80s over the violence in the movie. That's why you got fucking... That's why the only widely distributed master print of the film, it's all in HD, except for the sequences that they fucking edited, that they censored on video using video effects. Really, it's blatantly, Oh, wow. The production quality... The neighbor... Oh, wow, that's even worse. That's like asking for so bad it's good. Oh, dear. But anyway, Final Commando here. I will... the way I will tease it before I go on the break is... You know this game. Not going to say how you know this game. Not going to give any hints. Not even going to give the publisher. But you are familiar with this game in one form or another. I guarantee you. If you know Western NES releases. I that's all I will say. But anyway, I will be back shortly after a break and after some ads and stuff. Alright, I'm back. Let's get started on this. And let's see how long it takes you to recognize what this is gonna, what this game is. There's your first hint. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it's a disk system version of Jackal. You're about to see a very different version though. Because yeah, do you notice anything different? Yeah, there's no left or right scrolling. Final cover. Huh. Yeah, but yeah, so this version of Jackal, the thing of it is that, yeah, it's a scaled down version of the fucking, of the game we know on the NES. It doesn't have any, the levels are completely altered. And if I remember right, that the controls have been tinkered with too, because yeah, there is no left or right scrolling. It's just one screen wide levels. And I think the first, yeah, and the start of the game is not shit included, so alright, there was an arcade across the street, and I had no idea what any of the games were called because I do not. Oh wow, that must have been a time. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, level design is definitely a bit persnickety. But yeah, so the basic gist of it is that yeah, so the only game was based on Airwolf. Oh, the arcade version that we should have gotten here in the West on the NES, but we didn't because fucking Acclaim. Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, it's not anything to... That arcade, That arcade Airwolf game isn't anything... I mean, you know... Isn't, you know, gonna set the world on fire, but yeah, it's a neat little game. I mean... But yeah, so... Well, the first time it blew... yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you know, it's... Oop. Oh, hey, look at that. Now that I get that fucking double powered up. Shit. Yeah. I don't know if this version has continues or not. I mean, because the level geometry is kind of, as we just saw, it's kind of a little loopy-doopy compared to the US version, which makes some of the traps a little... Oh, hey, look at that. I don't even know. That might be an exclusive power-up to this version. The idea of something that gives you the full... Fuck. Oh. Well, that was just foolishness on my part. Well, we're gonna find out if there's continues. Oh, shit. God damn it, Konami. You're gonna make me fucking earn this. Magic Pack, yeah. Good old, yeah. The birth, the beginning of the retro. You mean it's, yeah. The start of the homebrew scene for the 8 and 16-bit systems is definitely a... Some of the... Oh, of course. I mean... Knowledge of such, you know... Okay, so... This is definitely going to be one of those games where I need to... need to keep my lives going as much as I can, isn't it? You know, or not die, basically. And I get fucking destroyed. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah. Once you die in this... Are you sure we need to... Pretty much. Thank you. No, this is the thing. This is definitely classic Konami. If you die, you're fucking screwed sort of stuff there, though. So... And mind you, I've never beaten the US version. So, it'll be a tall order to... Oh, it's a pretty good game. I mean, it's... It's, I mean, you know, as faithful of... As faithful as you can expect the, an NES version of the arcade game, I guess, is the best way to put it. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, yeah. I think that's what everybody does when they first learn about MAME, is that they try out fucking everything that they remember from their past. And I know that, I mean, I know that for a while, at least until I got a computer that was, you know, hot shit enough to play NBA Jam without any compromises. I know that I would be, any time I upgraded my computer, I'd be you know. I think the thing of it is that Jackal had enough of a name in the US, whereas Metal Gear was a nothing. That's my guess, is that, you know, Metal Gear, I mean, yeah, they, mind you, Konami advertised Metal Gear, I mean, heavily. I mean, like, seriously, just, like, over the top. In the, you know, when it first came out. I mean, there were like many months where just about every fucking comic book from both DC and Marvel had their back covers with that Metal Gear advertisement, with the layout of all the imagery of all of the fucking gear that you got in the game. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Looking at NES. Yes. Pretty much, yeah. The early days of ROM set, the Wild West of it. I mean, the idea of a complete ROM set was basically, I mean, you know, even more impossible. Because it was always... It was always, you know, the sites that people had would be, you know, whatever their favorite games were growing up, as opposed to, you know, anything definitive and... Shit. Then again, it was also... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean... Finding... I mean... Just, like, learning, you know... Getting to play... I mean, and it's, you know... It is kind of crazy to think that some of those early translation patches actually kind of hold up. I mean, yeah, some of them are fucking cringe. Which is to be expected, but some of them, I mean, you know, given that they were basically college students, oh, fuck yes. Okay, so... Oh, you jerk. I'm gonna go. The sweary hacks were pretty funny at first. Yeah. Of course. I mean, you know. Oh. Oh my goodness, I do not know how I'm fucking making it through this intact. Because they are just... yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know, right? I remember. Yeah, don't remind me. The first time I ever saw, speaking of the 25th anniversary of Star Trek, during the late summer of '91, you know, to stations that in the U.S. that syndicated Star Trek, they got this big long, you know, all day like special where the top, where they, you know, marathon of the top 10 episodes of the original series. I've played the NES for, I rented back basically the instant that that I was aware that it came out. I rented the NES version. It's not bad. I mean, the DOS version, of course, is much more excellent because it's got the entire goddamn cast with vocal performances. But yeah. But anyway, it's like, so anyway, the late summer of I think even Labor Day weekend. I think I think it was Labor Day weekend, maybe. So, you know, the you know, here in Vegas is the local Fox station. You know, they had this big old top 10 Star Trek episodes, and the big push of it was, yeah, it's uncut because, you know, in syndication they cut at that point they were cutting out about 10 minutes an episode. I mean, you know, on TV, and it was a big deal. But the thing of it is that here's how they were among the many national commercials they had during that marathon was the first ad for the Super Nintendo. So, I mean, that was the first time I saw Super Nintendo play in motion, and of course I lapped that shit up. I was already a mark for the original, for the NES. You know, you can just imagine how you know much I was ready for the fucking Super NES. And I mean, and to consider that, you know, that was 30 some, yeah. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Well, I mean, Voyager kinda, you know, when they went to the 90s, they had that 1-2-parter where they ended up in the 90s. They kinda, you know, hinted at it as like, what the fuck's going on here? It's supposed to be the eugenics wars. Because even, you know, the whole, it's supposed to be our real, oh, Jesus. Fucking Christ. Oh, hey, that was Yeah, great. That was a fucking instant kill square. If I remember right, this boss in the NES version is, you know, vertical. You know, like along the top and you scroll. But yeah, since this doesn't have, you know, the whole scrolling like that, you know. Oops. They, you know, compromises were made, but damn. I am kind of sneaking through this. Made it to stage 3. Because I think there's like 6 fucking stages in this damn thing. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Shit. Is one of, yeah, that's the thing though, is that, you know, with the eugenics wars, it's kind of like, you know, especially since, you know, 90s Star Trek kind of got a little obsessed in a bad way over continuity, matters of continuity. Which of course only got worse, you know, which got, you know, worse once Roddenberry gave Okuda the fucking title of continuity god. Because God forbid, you know, he get paid a little extra, which is why, you know, that and the whole fuckery involving with the shutdown of, ooh, God damn it, Filmation that, you know, helped, that gave certain entities close to Gene the reasoning to decanonize the fucking, the Filmation show. Oh great, landmines. Because I fucking totally want landmines in my life. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. Like, maybe Republic... Yeah, I mean... Oh, god damn it. So, I'm down to my last life. And that jerk fucking just fucks off, so... Oh, this is... shit. Well, damn it, I got the frickin' stage 3 that time, but yeah, this is gonna be not gonna be fucking hard as balls. Yeah, I know, right? Especially if you die before. But yeah. Ugh. Of course, the thing of it is that it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And I've already completely, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to try, I mean, you know, let's face it. By creeping along, I managed to get my way, you know, get good enough to get to, you know, into stage 3. I think maybe I can actually fucking, you know, beat this without too much. I mean, there's no continue. There's no continue in the frickin' US version, but, you know. So, anyway, yeah, no problem, Calculacola. So, give me a moment to get the raid started. I know I'm going to raid. As long as he stays on. It looks like he's going to stay on, so... At least long enough for me to raid. So, let me get that set up here. And put in the Discord link. And since I never remember to do that damn thing. Let's see here. And I will also bid a good evening to YouTube, you know, because behave your damn selves. Even though I'm going to end up slicing this stream in parts here, because no one's ever going to see the foot fetish fucking game. That's never going to be seen again. But yeah, so anyway,